in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready. Red, cycle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Ready. Black Ultra.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. On that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. On first down, right back to Gibson. Down to the 42, second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Up the middle, Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Tough sequence there for the offensive line.
Well, it gives us a chance to shine a little spotlight on the defensive linemen, on the defensive tackles. They don't normally get a bunch of praise, but it all starts there, doesn't it? If you're going to have a good run defense, they have to hold the point of attack and make plays as they just did there.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
On the set.
He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do? We look at the stat sheet. We go right to
The turnover differential.
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Commanders 7. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. 3 first half. Receptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll run with Gibson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating Receivers in one area, receivers in another area.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that deep?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Watch out now. 52. Let's go.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Ready, go. Red, cycle.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 104 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on third down, Howell. And Thomas has it. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. Fourth down, Howell. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On the give is Nwangu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Give him 11 yards that time. Turn. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. They'll go again with Gibson. 117 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Wentz got to have this one. Thomas brings it in. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A looming decision to make on the conversion. Down 7, but first things first. They need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw is Wentz. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.